Cross myself. Hello everyone, welcome back for another video. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you hit the thumbs up and the notification bell so that you are able to get more and more of my videos when I go live or when I post, and also so that YouTube will show this to as many people who need to see it as possible. For those of you who are joining me for the first time and don't know who I am High Priestess May of the 21 Divisions of Light, or the 21 Divisions of Dominican Voodoo, as sometimes it is known. And I am here to talk to you about how to identify negative energy in your home, how to cleanse it, and how to protect from it today. Like always, I ask that any questions that you have, that you wait till the end of the video to ask, so that I do not get interrupted in my channeling, as this particular video I am being assisted by my guides to make sure that I give you all of the proper information and that I don't miss anything, and so that they are available for you to ask questions. If there's something that I don't yet know the answer to, Archangel Michael can answer it for us, okay? Now, like I said, this video is going to be about identifying dark energy. It's going to be a basic cleansing that anyone can do in their home, and how to protect your home from dark energy. Now, like I said, this is a basic, so this is for beginners. This is for people, and even for people who have been doing spiritual work and who have been practicing. This could really help you. So I'm going to try to look at the camera, but sometimes I'm not very good at looking at the camera, so I apologize. However, welcome to all of you. A very easy way to identify dark energy and to know when a cleansing is needed is a glass of water, okay? A glass of water, the element of water is very, very sensitive to energy. There's actually even been a scientific study on it, even though spiritual people have known this for a very long time. Now there is scientific proof to show that the crystals of water or the droplets of water will change based on the type of energy that is in your home or that is around you, okay? A glass of water, so I'm talking about a glass of still water, within a clear glass like this, if left for overnight, usually you want to leave one in every room of the house to identify where the energy is concentrated, okay? This is a very good way to identify that, okay? Now, a glass of water, what will happen is when you leave that glass of water there overnight, the next day you come back and you may see some bubbles. If a little bit of bubbles is just a little bit of dark aura energy that you may need to cleanse. A lot of bubbles may mean that you need to do a spiritual cleansing, a deeper spiritual cleansing, or a deeper house cleansing, okay? Or house blessing. Now, if the water is cloudy or maybe has some weird formations on it, it is possible that it could be also something darker that is affecting the home, or there's maybe a lot of anger that is in the home, and a lot of those darker feelings and energies, okay? Another great way to identify if there's something wrong in your home, I didn't bring a lemon with me, but you can use a lemon. Lemons are very good for identifying when there is dark energy in the home. What will happen usually with a lemon is that if it is a fresh lemon and you leave it overnight, you may start noticing some white deposit on it or some mold. Usually, if your home is not unusually humid, the lemons can be left out and they will be fine. But if you put a lemon in a room of your house and you notice that the very next day there is the start of molding or the start of that white powder on it, it is very possible that you need to do a home cleansing and protection. Another great way to identify when there is some dark energy in your home is by doing a pillar candle, okay? I did a home cleansing, so I have for someone. So I have a pillar candle to show you. Just give me one moment. What will usually happen with pillar candles in a glass like this is that you will see this dark soot starting to build up. Now, a little bit of dark soot is okay, but a lot of dark soot means that there's a lot of negative energy, a lot of anger, and a lot of issues that need to be taken care of. Okay, candles can tell you a lot. Now, if it's not just a manufacturer problem or a material issue, it usually is a spiritual issue. There will be a lot of buildup. Sometimes I actually have another candle in the other room where you can actually see the face of a spirit. Okay, there are times when I'm burning candles and I will and someone will send some sort of psychic attack my way, and the spirit will get trapped in the candle, and I'm able to identify it and take care of it properly. But usually a lot of dark soot, it will tell you, okay, that there is an energy or a spirit or an entity in the home. Okay, that is how to identify them. Now, before I start on the cleansing, I have to warn you, know if you are capable of cleansing and removing this entity. If it is an entity, like a spirit entity or a darker entity, don't try removing it yourself. It could make it worse and it could make it stronger, okay? But if you feel that it's just some negative energy that has maybe someone who you invited over who had a really bad attitude, or there's a lot of anger, or a lot of just negative vibrations, then you can do this cleansing and take care of it yourself and then protect your home. What will you need for this cleansing? You may want to take notes, okay? You will need a white candle. You will need an egg at room temperature. You will need a glass of water. You will need Florida water. And you will need kosher salt. Okay? So now, keep in mind, this is something that you may be new to. My way of cleansing, of a basic cleansing, is not the only way. There are different traditions in different areas and different peoples. There are ceremonies that are much stronger to cleanse your house than what I'm showing you here. But like I said, that is for professionals. This is for the beginner or for someone who doesn't really quite know how to protect their home yet, okay? You will need, actually, I would recommend you quadruple the eggs, because the eggs can also be used for protection as well. So for the cleansing, what you will do is you will turn on a white candle in the center of every room of your house, okay? What you will do is, with your hand where you can't really feel the heat anymore, you will hold the egg over it, not too close, because you don't want the egg to get warm, just in your hand, and you will ask your guardian angels and guides to assist you in cleansing your home. And you will ask that this egg be used as a sacrifice for the dark energy to exchange, because I'm sorry, I'm a vegetarian, but I still have to use eggs because they are the best way to remove energy, dark energy. So you will take it and ask that this egg be used as a sacrifice and as a new vessel for that dark energy, okay? Now, when working with eggs, I have to make the disclaimer that if you do not know how to properly work with an egg, do not crack this egg after you use it, okay? And do not reuse this egg. This egg does not get reused, and it does not get cracked open after you use it. Why? Because you will release the energy back into the area. You could end up giving the energy to someone else. It could end up getting them sick or making the situation worse. So make sure that you do not crack this egg if you do not know how to properly crack an egg without absorbing the energy back, okay? You will take this egg and you will dip it in your water that will have a little bit of holy water in it, preferably. And then you will run it around the house in every corner, and you will do this very softly with no pressure on the egg, just very softly to every corner of every room, okay? And you will pray, usually to Archangel Michael, who is very good at helping you cleanse your home of negative energy, to remove this negative energy. And you can find the Archangel Michael prayer in online, or I will try to put it in the description. You will take that, and you may need to use more than one egg, because what happens is the egg will get full of energy, and you can hear it. And you can hear it, and it will sometimes become a little heavy in your hand. So as it's absorbing energy, you should feel it a little heavy, okay? So you'll feel that heaviness as you're cleaning. So make sure that you keep track of how heavy it's starting to feel, because if it's starting to feel very, very heavy, you should probably use one egg per room, okay? What will you do after you're done? You will add your Florida water, a few drops to your cup of glass, a glass cup of water with a little bit of holy water in it, and you will place the egg gently in the water so it does not crack. Do you see that? The egg is floating. That tells me that there is no negative energy in the egg. If the egg falls to the bottom, then that tells me that there is a lot of negative energy in the egg, okay? So what will happen? Sometimes the egg will crack when you put it in this water, and that tells me that it's overwhelmed with energy, okay? Now, what you can do is you will take this egg and you will take the water to a crossroads. What is a crossroads? That is where two roads meet. And you will ask that the beings of the crossroads that protect the crossroads, please absorb this energy and keep it away from you. Preferably, if crack it at a crossroads where it's a crossroads where you don't usually go, okay? And you will crack it and you will walk away from it, okay? So crack it in the opposite direction of where you're gonna walk. You don't want to walk past it to go back home, okay? So you can do this at night, or you can just do it discreetly, but it's best to crack it at a crossroads. Some people will tell you to crack the egg in the water to read it. I suggest that unless you are an experienced curandera or curandero, that you do not do this, because what is going to happen is that you are going to release that energy back into the atmosphere, into your area. You will continue to burn the candle to the end, noticing if there's any dark soot, or if there is any other when you start, there may be some dark soot, but by the time you finish, there probably won't be any dark soot left, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take kosher salt. Why is kosher salt important? Kosher salt is important because it has been known to be blessed by a rabbi. That is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be blessed salt, okay? So you'll take kosher salt or sea salt, and you can put your own blessing on it as well, and you will create a barrier around your home. Okay, so if you live in an apartment, what I would suggest is put kosher salt in every corner of your home, and windowsills. But before you do this, you're going to do incense. Okay, this is frankincense granules. This you burn on a charcoal tablet very carefully as to not burn yourself, from the back of your home to the front door, before you add the salt to the outside barrier of your home, and any other things. So another thing you can use in addition to the salt is you can use selenite wands and obsidian stone. So obsidian stone can be put in every corner of your home. And this can be laid this way, horizontally, in the windows between those obsidian stones, so that it creates a channel. And you're basically creating a square box of protective energy around you in your home, so that you are protected from dark energy, and from minor spirit attacks, okay? Now, another thing you can do is you can brew a bath, and with that bath, you can mop your floors. So all of the stuff for cleansing, like mopping the floors, doing the egg, burning the candle, should all be done before you add your protection of salt and crystals. So that is a basic identification, cleansing, and protection of your home. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, don't forget also, you can use, don't forget to use your holy water, and you can use holy water in your bath to mop the floors as well of your home, or to spray around the home. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open for questions in the chat. So if anybody has any questions in the chat that are related to this topic, now is your chance to ask them. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, so that way I can continue making these videos and YouTube will show it to the people who need to see it. So I'm opening questions. I'm opening up space for questions now. So if you have them, go ahead and throw them in the chat and I will answer as many as I can. It's up to you guys. Yes, Anthony. So your stones will eventually get full of energy. So what you will do is you will sage them. What do I mean by sage? You can burn sage or frankincense and then clear them with that smoke. You can also use holy water or a little bit of Florida water to cleanse them as well, depending on whether your stone dissolves in water or not. So it's up to you guys. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them, and I will answer as many as I can. Keep in mind, in the replay, I may not answer these questions. So these questions are for the live chat only. If you do leave comments down in the description area or in the comment section, I will try to get as many of those as possible. You should bless the home in between the cleansing and the protection steps. Yes. During your protection, you will be doing, that is one thing that I forgot to mention. During your protection, you will be doing blessing prayers, such as the Archangel Michael prayer, which is the one that starts with Archangel Michael, defend us in battle, be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, and so on and so forth. So that is a prayer you can use to protect your home as well. Yes, so sage does clear everything. So if you want to bring in positive energy, you want to use something like Palo Santo. You can use Palo Santo. Frankincense is also very cleansing as well. So you can burn dragon's blood or Palo Santo after you do saging and frankincense. Connecting with your ancestors, you can do this similar cleansing before you actually set up your altar and you start connecting with them. And the water on your ancestors' altar also goes for protecting. Yes, I am Dominican. I actually grew up in Dominican Republic. For the person who asked, what are my roots? Yes, I am Dominican. I grew up in Dominican Republic. I am from a lineage of spiritual workers. We have been practicing this probably since my great-grandmother, about, as far as we know, about 9 generations ago. If you burn sage and the smoke is dark, that is very indicative that you may need a stronger protection or cleansing done, possibly by a spiritual worker or a priest. Do you guys have any other questions I can answer for you today? Because I will try to answer as many as I can. However, if I cannot get to your comments after this video has been posted, I'm not sure if your question will be answered there. So if I don't see any other questions in about like the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna call it like that is it, that you guys don't have any other questions. Like I said, I am sharing this information because my guides asked me to, and as a spiritual healer, that is something that I do if my guides ask me to do something. Dark ambrosia, if you just got a new pendulum, what I would highly suggest is that you cleanse it. You can do that with, you can cleanse it with an egg or a stone, or incense, because these are all elements of the earth. So you can use them to cleanse, and you can also pray over it as well. My favorite prayers for clearing are Psalms. So Psalm 23, Archangel Michael prayer, the Mother Mary prayer, the God our Father prayer. Yes, you can add cascarilla to your cleanse, although if you are a medium and you use cascarilla, it can be difficult for you to connect to spirits if you do readings in your house, okay? Because cascarilla can sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes keep away family spirits as well. So you can do that. How do I dispose of the egg after cleansing? After you're done cleansing, the egg does not get cracked by you, because unless you're a professional spiritual worker and you know how to properly make sure it doesn't go back, the energies do not go back to you. So the egg gets taken to a crossroads. So that means you go to any road that crosses each other, and you pray to the spirits of the crossroads to please take this energy and to protect you from absorbing it, and you will drop that egg there. Champagne, you might want to watch this video over once I post it, because that is how you will be able. This is a basic cleansing for being able to keep certain spirits and cleanse certain energies from the outside and inside of your home. Yeah, so family spirits, talking about ancestral spirits, sometimes a good spirits, spirits that are past loved ones, so that can sometimes happen. Yes, you can leave them an offering at the crossroads afterwards. So to me, the being that protects the crossroads is Saint Anthony, which is Papa Legba. So you can leave him some water and some bread at the crossroads, in addition to leaving your egg there. How can you identify your ancestors? So Anthony, the video that I did previously to this one will be really good in knowing if you're speaking to an ancestor. Usually to identify your ancestors, they will come to you in your dreams. They will tell you which ancestor they are. You can do a reading as well, or you can just ask them their name, and usually in meditation, they will give it to you. I also have a video on how to set up an ancestor altar on this channel. If you haven't watched that yet, go ahead and watch that. Make sure you cleanse your home before you set up an ancestor altar. Make sure that you are ready to receive messages from ancestors. Remember that sometimes some ancestors are not always nice. So you have to make sure that you are asking for ancestors that will mean you well to step forward. Ancestral altars are usually best to be kept outside of your bedroom. If you have a small space and you have to put it in your bedroom, put it in a space where it's facing the door and not your bed, okay? You can put it in a common area, or you can put it in a designated spiritual room for you. All right, my dears, so that is all that I have for you today. I'm not seeing any other new questions popping up. So I will see you guys later in my next video. If you need to book a reading or a consultation or get help with spiritual work, you can find me on priestessmay.com and book a session there. And that is the way that I am able to connect with you, to answer further questions, or to help you out in your spiritual needs. Many blessings to you, and thank you for joining me today. If you feel that you need to share this video with someone, go ahead and do that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that way I can go ahead and keep making these videos for you, and that I know that they're appreciated, so at least I know what kind of videos you guys would like to see. So if you have some suggestions for videos, you can leave those in the comments. Many blessings to you, and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.